everybody, it's time for another Mini Mondays, and today I'm going to be doing another follow-up on Archer, specifically Season 9 of Archer, called Archer Danger Island. Now, you might remember that I wasn't particularly fond of Season 8, and then you might be asking yourself why I'm even bothering with Season 9. Well, the thing is that I wasn't going to originally. I was just gonna stop watching the show entirely, but there's this part of me that feels like the show can be good again, so I just figured I'd give it a try and just see. Maybe it's good again, who knows? And is it good again? Well, I mean, the plot. So the plot carries on in the way that it doesn't carry on at all because it's all still in Archer's imagination because of the whole coma thing, so none of this is real. And you might be saying, well, cartoons are not real to begin with, but whatever, you know what I'm saying. In context of the show, it's not real, it's all imaginary, so no reason to care. But anyway, so Archer is now a pilot on Archer Airlines, which is run by his mother. He's an ex-fighter pilot, and it's in 1938, and they're on an island in French Polynesia. Pam is his co-pilot, and they are tagged along by Krieger, who is a macaw named Crackers. Basically, Cyril, as some sort of Nazi spy or general or something like that, comes to try and find a treasure that's hidden on the island. And Lana, who is the princess of the island, also wants to find this treasure. Archer and Pam find out about it, and they want to get it so that they can leave the island. And it's all this kind of stuff. So, again, I mean, maybe it would be interesting, you know, if it was real. It's also kind of a sort of ripoff of the first 3 episodes of Season 3, kind of. I mean, even Archer's plane is named the same thing as Rip Riley's plane, but whatever. So the plot just, I mean, if it was real I might care, but I don't, so, or it isn't, so I don't. The characters are all the same, except that their roles and occupations have changed. The only real difference is that Krieger is a macaw named Crackers, who, oh man, they want him to be funny. Like, really bad, they want they want Crackers to be funny, but he is not funny. But I'll get to that. So, yeah, I mean, really, I just, like, Season 8 was the least funny season that they'd had. I maybe laughed, like, twice in it, and it was just all really dull. Just dull, to be honest. And this season carries on that, but in such a magnificent way that I didn't even laugh once. It's just not funny. Like, they keep recycling jokes from the previous seasons, and I know the first few seasons like to recycle jokes too, but it was much more appropriate. In this one, all it is just recycled jokes and lines, and the ones that aren't recycled just aren't funny. Like, there just wasn't laughing at all, and I know that's subjective, but God, it was just so boring to watch. Maybe it would be interesting, as I said, if it was real, but it isn't, so why should I care? You know, and it's just like, none of the characters and their changes are particularly significant to me. I mean, Pam is probably the best character. She has sort of this, like, you know, tough guy thing going on, which I actually like. I like Pam in this season a little bit more. I mean, she was like a man in the previous season, and it was a bit weird. But yeah, in this season, she's like kind of cool, I guess. But it doesn't matter, because the thing is that they're really trying to humanize Archer. Like, they really want to make him an actual, like, character, like a person. But the thing is that that's not what made Archer enjoyable. The thing that made Archer enjoyable is the fact that he was, like, he was a human being underneath this, like, deep layer of, like, mental illness and PTSD and dickishness and all this kind of stuff. That's what made him interesting, and that's what made him funny. But now he's just a guy. He's just some guy who owns a plane, and that's lame. Everything about this season is lame. And especially the ending, which, no spoilers, I won't say anything specific, but if you thought there wasn't reason to care about this season because it isn't real, then the ending will definitely cement that idea in your head, because it's just like, pfft, well, what was the point of all that then? I know that's being vague, but I'd rather not spoil it. I get such a disappointment how far downhill the series has gone. Like, the thing that made it amusing was that it was about a bunch of dysfunctional spies, and, you know, their employees and everything like that, being dysfunctional spies and dicks to each other. That's what made it funny. But then, with this supplanting of time periods and and settings and all this kind of stuff. I know that they're trying to be creative and explore their options, but it's not working. Like, I realize that they can't go back to calling themselves ISIS. I get it. But why do you have to fuck around with something so hard? Why do you have to retool the show? Why do you have to make it not real for people to enjoy it? It doesn't make sense to me. And I don't know. I mean, I probably will watch season 10 when it comes out, because again, deep in my heart, I feel like this show can be good again. But if the indication at the end of the season is just any indication of quality, I'm sure it'll be just the same, or maybe worse. Who knows? So would I recommend this season? Well, if you're like a die-hard Archer fan, then you'll probably enjoy it. It's not like there's much new here, so you'll probably enjoy it. But if you haven't seen it before, I couldn't recommend it at all. I mean, who starts with the 9th season of a show? But, I mean, you could start with this season because it's basically just nothing carries on. It's all re-established everything. You could totally watch it without watching the previous seasons. Who cares, right? It's not real anyway. So, just, yeah. That's all I have to say about that.